Everyone. I am joined here this week with Laurie Butz, the President and CEO of Capital Credit Union in Green Bay, and a board member of In the Cellar. So, Laurie, thanks for joining me today. We wanted to share with you a opportunity that we hope you'll take advantage of coming to Wisconsin in just a few weeks in September. In the Cellar is a collaborative night of fancy fun to benefit Children's Miracle Network and CU for Kids. This year, it'll be held at the Milwaukee Harley-Davidson Museum, Friday, September 12th from 6 to 10 p.m. So, Laurie, could you give us a little bit of an overview of In the Cellar?
I can. And thank you, Sarah, for really promoting this event and showcasing Wisconsin in this third annual event. It was interesting because I kind of fell into this and being aware of this as a guest at the first annual one that was done in True Stage. A big sponsor of this event, was amazing, and they invited me and a guest over. And I went over to the Ford Museum, which was the first time I'd ever been there. Just an incredible event. The people were so engaged, and I learned so much about the Children's Miracle Network and everything they're doing for mental health for the youth that are faced with these new challenges of everything that social media and everything throws at them, and COVID and all of that. So it started then. I got involved in it, and Tansley reached out a few weeks later and said, "Hey, Laurie, I know you really loved the event. You were very engaged, and would you consider being a part of the board?" And I couldn't say no, because our Capital Credit Union family has been touched by the wonderful work of the Children's Miracle Network. We have an executive on our team who had a child under the care of Children's Miracle Network and unfortunately passed. But she had a second child under their care and is thriving. And now we have a board advisory member who has a child under their care and is thriving as well. And so we know just very personally how amazing those support networks can be. And so the cause is just incredible. And then last year it was at Union Station in Chicago. Hello, can you kind of beat that? Well, my goal would have been to have it up here, at Lambeau, but the Harley-Davidson Museum is pretty darn special too. So we're going to be there September 12th, and it's an amazing evening of stories, of care, of love. And what I have really loved about it is I've seen credit union vendor partners, credit union employees and members all coming together at these events. And that's really what our ask is of the viewers today, is really find your heart and soul and bring it to this event. And it can start as small as, just get a table, or even you and a guest come to get all fancied up. It's special. You get to put on your fancy clothes and come and have an amazing evening. If you like wine, there's lots of wine opportunities for auctioning and to get those things. That's kind of where the In the Cellar comes from. And in 2024, we raised almost $1.2 million just on the one event. And we really want to show that Wisconsin can really come to the table and raise even more. So, $5,000, you can have a table with your guests. And Capital, we've not only certainly have a couple tables attending, and we have an advisory board member and myself as the board member. We have cases of wine that we're gathering and bringing to auction off. My husband is a fishing guide, and he's auctioning off a half-day guided fishing trip. And on the bays of Green Bay. And so there's just all ways you can get involved. But being there and showing up, just as we always say in life, the first thing is showing up, and that's what we're asking you to do.
Thanks, Laurie. That was such a a great description, and it shows how much meaning goes into kind of the planning and the sharing of this opportunity. And so, I think we're both really hopeful that Wisconsin credit unions will seize this opportunity to venture down to Milwaukee right in our own backyard and, contribute what we can to such a great cause. So as Laurie said, we hope that from an executive perspective, your credit union will consider contributing and attending yourself or bringing a few of your executives for this fun night. But also
you mentioned executives. There's a CEO roundtable. I have to tell you, I forgot to mention this, so thanks for letting me jump back in, Sarah. But last year? It could have been Detroit. I can't remember which one it was, but it was last year. Will Gadora spoke. He's the author of Unreasonable Hospitality. I have to tell you, he was one of the best speakers I've ever seen, and he was at the CEO roundtable. We have some great authors that are going to be speakers at the roundtable again this year. It's a small audience, so it's very you get to engage and really meet the speakers, and we'll have a panel there too. So something else too, if you can extend your stay in Milwaukee, come for the full day, and then go to the VIP event, and then attend the fancy evening event as well. So, but I know you were going to shout out, we have some other opportunities too.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a whole day of it. Like Laurie said, that CEO roundtable is Friday during the day, and they'll provide shuttles from the hotel to the In the Cellar event as well. If you have young professionals that are interested in volunteering for In the Cellar, we're looking for some volunteers. I think it's a great opportunity for those young professionals in your shop to contribute their time and their talent and their passion towards a meaningful cause, and then also grow as a leader and frankly meet some pretty incredible leaders that will be in attendance In the Cellar as well. So, I think Laurie said it best. The first thing we need to do is show up, and it's always a good day to support a good cause. And so, certainly on behalf of both of us, we hope that you'll consider showcasing Wisconsin's generosity and engagement and register your support, ideally by this Friday the 15th, but certainly let us know if you need a little more time to make sure we can see you in Milwaukee in September. And thanks, Laurie, again, for kind of that overview and for all of your contributions towards this terrific event and their phenomenal fundraising success.
Absolutely. And thank you for your leadership and leading the way at the league.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Thank you.